I remember the exact moment it hit me. I was standing in my kitchen, holding a lukewarm cup of coffee, staring out the window. It was a cloudy Tuesday morning, and the silence in the house felt heavier than usual. I was 67 years old, recently retired, and alone. The kind of alone that doesn't come with peace or quiet, but with an aching emptiness. I had lost my wife 2 years earlier. We had been married for 38 years. Her laughter still echoed in certain corners of the house, and sometimes I caught myself talking to her photo as if she might answer back. At first, I kept myself busy, fixing things around the house, volunteering once a week, watching TV late into the night, but over time, the distractions stopped working. I wasn't just lonely, I was tired. Tired of pretending to be okay, tired of smiling politely at neighbors, tired of feeling invisible. There's something about growing older that no one really prepares you for. It's not just the physical changes, it's how the world seems to shrink around you. Friends move away, some pass on, and the phone rings less often. You begin to wonder if anyone still sees you. One evening, I sat in my armchair with the lights off. No music, no television, just the sound of the clock ticking. That night, I whispered to myself, "Is this it? Is this all that's left?" But something strange happened the next morning. I woke up early, before the sun rose, and stepped outside. The air was cold and crisp, and there was a stillness that felt different. Not heavy, but clean. For the first time in months, I noticed how beautiful the sky looked when it slowly changed from dark blue to soft orange. I stood there for a while, just breathing. And in that moment, I realized I was still here. That morning became the first of many small changes. I started going for short walks again, sometimes just around the block. I began journaling, not long entries, just a few sentences each morning about how I felt. Some days I felt numb. Other days I found myself smiling at a stranger or enjoying the sound of birds. I wasn't chasing happiness. I wasn't trying to be the person I used to be. I was simply learning how to be okay with who I was now. That was the beginning of peace for me, not in forgetting my pain, but in learning how to sit with it without letting it define me. Eventually, I signed up for a local library book club. It felt awkward at first. Most of the group were younger than me, and I was quiet during the first few sessions. But then, one woman, her name was Carol, sat next to me one afternoon and asked what I thought about the book we were reading. I hesitated, but I answered, and we ended up talking for an hour after the meeting ended. Not about books, but about life, loss, aging, and silence. That conversation cracked something open inside me. Carol became a friend. So did the man who ran the club and eventually a few others. It wasn't about filling the space my wife left behind. It was about making room for new voices in my life. One day while journaling, I wrote, "Peace isn't a destination. It's a quiet understanding that the world keeps moving, and so must I." I read that line back to myself several times. It felt true. Now at 70, I still have hard days. Grief doesn't vanish, but it no longer controls me. I found rhythms that soothe me, morning walks, a cup of tea by the window, conversations that don't rush, and moments of laughter that feel real. I've learned that peace doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means being present, being open, and being kind to myself. If you're listening to this and you feel like I once did, tired, lonely, wondering if there's anything more, I want you to know something. You are not invisible. You are not done. You are not broken. Sometimes peace begins with the smallest decision, to step outside, to talk to someone new, to sit with your feelings instead of running from them. You don't need to fix everything today. You just need to begin. And maybe today is your beginning.